Pisces, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for mid-August 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in the energy and see what's going on for the lovely Piscean people out there. I hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's shuffle it up one time and see what we got for you as we move through the month of August, my friends. My guides, talk to me. What's up with Pisces? And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Pisces in August. My guides, please. What's going on, my friends? Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, card almost came out. Didn't quite. There it is. Okay, so we have some nice, loving, abundant type of energy here in the front end. I really like this. It kind of fits the theme of what we've been seeing for the past couple of weeks. And that was odd because the one card like almost popped out of my hand, went back in, then this one came out. I always find it interesting how cards come out of the deck, but this is a beautiful energy. And before we really dive into it, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the August subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk about it. So we see this beautiful woman. She is snuggling up to that baby. To me, this is all about loving, nurturing, and caring. But this is also a big card of creation and manifestation when I see it. The fact that she is holding this baby, to me, that's all about motherhood, but it's also fertility and creating. So just know, Spirit might be saying, hey, Pisces, if you want it, create it, or your powers of manifesting could be heightened in this time. But the loving, nurturing, caring thing, you might be a little more affectionate and loving than you normally are, or that could be something you're craving. Okay, and I'm, like I always say, I'm part of the Pisces myself, so if you need a hug, I'll give you a big internet hug, my friends. We all need the hugs. But to me, this is a lovely card. For a portion of you, if you've been dealing with somebody that's a little distant, a little cold, they might soften up in this time as well. So this is a very good energy to start us off for a whole host of different reasons and varieties. But let's get into tarot. We'll put that baby and lady over there. Let's get these cards going. And I always say the first card, it doesn't make or break the reading, it's just a footnote. So let's get you 3 cards in the upright before we get the intuitive juiciness flowing for Pisces, my guides. Let's shuffle it up one time and see what's up. And while we do, let's talk about last week's reading, Pisces. The collective has been on a roll for like the past month. Probably some of the best energies I've been seeing throughout the whole entire zodiac. Last week's reading was literally titled Best Reading Ever because it was the most positive best reading I've ever done for the Pisces collective. And even if you've been going through tough things, you could still claim those energies, because I've been seeing it for several weeks now where there's just positive energy magnetically moving towards the Pisces collective. So open yourself up to it and drink it in, my friends. Let's get you 3 cards this week, though. As you know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone, so only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or someone you're linked to. So let's see what's up with Pisces this week in mid-August, please. Guys, what do we got? Thank you. Okay, we have your power card right here up front. We got the moon, a little bit of mystery. This is a very interesting card to lead off a Pisces reading with. When we start with that moon energy, love it. Let's get you 2 more. What do we got for Pisces, please? Thank you. Okay, we got the 5 of Wands. This could be good, but it could also be a little confrontational. We're just going to have to see how this all plays out, my friends. We're going to get you 1 more. So water, fire, interesting elements already starting to mix together. Okay, we got the Hermit right here on the back end. So we have 2 powerful energies here. I don't want to speculate just yet on if this is going to be a positive one or a rough one, but there are some signs that we need to take a look at here, my friends, because this could be a very nuanced reading this week. So let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get into that juicy, intuitive stuff. So at first look, first glance, obviously the first thing I notice is 2 extremely powerful major arcana here. We got the moon, we got the Hermit, strong archetypes with the fire right here in the middle. Now this 5 of Wands could be very, very good, but it could also be a little fight-based, right? So we'll just have to see how all of this plays out, especially since we have a card that could represent you right here up front. So let's work our way through one by one and start to build this story out. Position number 1, the moon. Like I said, it's a card that could represent you. Some readers also link this to the Cancer collective. I lean more towards Pisces here with this card. To to me, this is a card of mystery. That's like straight up. Now, of course, this could also represent unseen energies, psychic gifts, sleep, and dream states. It's a very etheric type of energy, right? But to me, the main thing with this card is that it could represent the unknown, the unexpected, the surprising, the unseen. So whenever this card shows up in any reading, I always say, hey, there's some mystery here that we need to really take a look at, or expect the unexpected. Now, since this is in a Pisces reading, Spirit could be telling us a way you might be feeling, or something that could be coming towards you when we clarify this. So this could be an important card for us. Aside from that, the moon in a Pisces reading could be you stepping into your power in some sort of way, especially with the Five of Wands right next to it. You might be really stepping into your power about something, or pushing an issue if you have to. But let's keep pressing forward. In the center, we have the Five of Wands, interesting energy. Now, you don't really need to be an expert in tarot to know what this Five of Wands means, right? If you look at the image there, it's 5 people beating the crap out of each other with sticks, right? So of course we could always say this could represent conflict, fights, people not really getting along or seeing eye to eye, but there's positives to this card as well. It could represent somebody that has a ton of determination. They're never going to quit. They're never going to stop. They get through the tough things. They get through the battles. So I do like the determination of this card. It could also sometimes represent roughhousing, you know, like playing around, being a big joker. So to me, there's a lot of nuance to this card, but of course it could represent tests from Spirit. Okay, Spirit throwing some roadblocks or problems your way that we really want to take a look at. So it could represent a problem, issue, or situation. We'll just have to see what the clarifier is. Now, moving to the back end, this is where it gets yet even more interesting. We have the Hermit chilling right there on the back. Now, for some of you, this Hermit could just represent, while I get these cards straightened out, it's not as easy as it looks. The Hermit could represent a Virgo that you're connected to. Whenever I see the Hermit in a spread, if you're not connected to a Virgo, this could represent you withdrawing your energy from something or someone. You might be taking a step back. This is a solitary type of energy. So for a lot of Pisces, when we see this wise Hermit, you might be in solitary mode for whatever reason, or you might need some alone time. You might need to take a step back and decompress when this card is here. There's positives with the Hermit. It could represent wisdom. This is a very wise, extremely spiritual type of card. So on the extreme ends of this spread, there's still a lot of spirituality and subtle energy, which I've been seeing for a lot of signs. But this Hermit, aside from the wisdom and the spirituality and all the beautiful educated type of energy we have here, it could represent communication issues, or somebody that is either solitary or feeling lonesome as well. So there's a lot of things we need to take a look at throughout this reading, Pisces. So I'm going to place this Hermit right here. Maybe some of you are just in Hermit mode, then, and that's okay. And like I said, I'm part of the collective myself, and I know with Piscean energy, sometimes we need alone time, right? Sometimes we just need to refresh. But let's put that down there. I want to dive deeper. Let's jump in and clarify. Okay, let's get a good shuffle here for Pisces, please. Guides and Spirit team, what do we got going on? And yes, my friends, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that moon card here. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Pisces, you can drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, moon time. Why is the moon here? Why is the moon here for Pisces? Thank you. This feels good. All right, so the good energy could still be persisting here, Pisces. We have the Fool in the upright underneath this moon card, a card of new journeys, a card of beginning a new path, walking that new path. Some of you might be connected to an Aries. Some of you might be on the cusp of Aries, because we have Pisces, Aries showing up here. But the Fool, another playful card, so you might be a bit of a joker in this time. Even if you're going through rough things, you might have like an odd sense of humor about what you're going through in this time, if that makes sense. But when I see this Fool card, it is a card of new beginnings and fresh starts. So for some of you, this could really be like I feel like this is a victorious type of card. So we're starting off with a victory, a surprising victory or win, or an unexpected victory or win, and we'll have to see how it plays out throughout the rest of the reading. But the Fool in the upright is spontaneous. It comes in quick, and sometimes it could be unexpected, just like the moon. The only warning with this card is that it could be Spirit asking you not to be too spontaneous or too fiery. So take that for what it's worth in this time. Like, you might be feeling a little more spontaneous, like, let's go, let's make this happen. Like, you might be prone to make different decisions than you normally would in this time. But the fact that we have the Fool underneath your card is, it tells me you might be ready to make a move on something or towards something, which is very, very nice. Take some action and make it happen. So once again, something could surprisingly turn out good, which is an energy we've been seeing for Pisces for weeks. The victories, the wins, it's still showing up here, which is nice. Let's keep moving. Because sometimes the way this spread plays out, it could be past, present, future. So just keep that in mind as we move. I don't always read it like that, but I'm kind of getting little vibes of that. It might be past, present, future. So we'll see what's up. So let's go in on that Five of Wands. And we'll really start to break it down. So why is that Five of Wands here? Why is that Five of Wands here? Thank you. I mean, there might be something gumming up the works a little bit here, my friends. We have the Nine of Wands in the upright underneath this Five of Wands. For some of you, you might feel like there's like some big issue, problem, or situation that is like trying to block you or block your happiness. Take from that what you will. I don't like delivering messages like that, but for some of you, you might need to look around you in your current circumstances and analyze and see, like, all right, what is blocking this from me, or what is blocking me from what I want to get to and what I want to achieve? Because I do feel with the Five of Wands and the Nine of Wands, this could be someone who is on high alert. This could be somebody that is a little skeptical, a little nervous. So if you are ready to make a move or do something, there could be someone that's like overcautious and might be trying to block you in some sort of way. So I do feel like this could be a problem of some sort. The Nine of Wands, it could be communication issues. So when I see it under the Five of Wands, watch out. This could be like explosive talks or arguments and stuff like that that could pop up in this time. Like, communication could get very fiery. Okay, when I see the Five of Wands and the Nine of Wands, I don't feel like it's completely blocking you off, my friends. I feel like this is a surmountable problem or a surmountable situation or issue. Doesn't mean it shouldn't be taken seriously, though, but I do feel like there could be something blocking you, even if you don't quite realize it. So try to identify what this problem is if you haven't already, because it could be a person, it could just be a situation that's like really blocking your blessings. Let's move in on that Hermit. Let's move in on that Hermit. And for some of you, like I said, this could be past, like ready to do something, ready to go. There could be something blocking up, gumming up the works or blocking up things. Let's see why that Hermit's here. Because now we're getting a lot of fire here. And like I said, it could be an explosive talk or argument. Let's see why that Hermit's chilling in the back, though, for Pisces. Then we'll do a quick recap before we get into the shadow card. All right, yeah, this is the energy of an absolute breakthrough, my friends. Yeah, nothing could really stop the trajectory you're going on. And I would caution anyone that's cross-watching, if these energies aren't fitting you, to try to not force a Pisces to do something they don't want to do in this time. You never want to do that with anyone at all anyway, but we're getting a lot of communication issues. The Eight of Wands in the upright underneath this Hermit is good. Now, to me, once again, I feel like we do have that little sub-message that, yeah, we do have this communication, miscommunication vibe happening here, especially under the Hermit. There might be someone you're purposely not wanting to talk to or purposely blocking out in this time when we have this on the back end. But my first initial feeling was that, like, no issue or problem could really keep you down or hold you back for long, that you can easily surmount this and break through. This is an energy of a fiery breakthrough, because look, let's look at how the energy flows. We have the Fool here. Let's go. Let's do this. We have this little problem, and then boom, breaking through. It's like the Hermit and this Nine of Wands is trying to gum up the works, and there's this breakthrough of energy, and I really love it. So for a lot of Pisces, if you've been having these problems, issues, and situations recently, you might be experiencing many big breakthroughs in the energy, which is good, especially if you could analyze what's blocking your blessings. Let's go through and do a quick recap. I don't want to ramble on it too much. If you kindly look in the box, position number one, we have the Moon with the Fool card in the upright. We have Pisces, Aries energy here. that motivated, let's go, let's do this energy. I did say for a lot of you, it could have been a surprising winter victory popping into your lap, but a lot of you might want to really bound off on some sort of path. But we have the Five of Wands, Nine of Wands gumming up the works in the middle. So this could be a person or a situation, a problem that's really blocking your blessings in some sort of way. And I do feel like you can overcome this. It could also represent big communication issues, this whole back end. So watch out for the fiery communication and miscommunications, explosive talks. On the back end, we have the Hermit with the Eight of Wands in the upright, that breakthrough type of energy in the end. So whatever this is isn't going to hold you back for long. You will have this big breakthrough of energy, which is beautiful. So for a lot of you, yeah, maybe you are ignoring somebody or something, but there is this breakthrough, which I really love. Please take a screenshot. I'm going to get you one shadow card real quick, Pisces. I know that was a lot of stuff going on in that reading. Only take what hits for you, right? But let's see what's up with Pisces. What's in the shadows for my friends? And yeah, I always like to pull one at the very end of the reading. You know that if you watch me. I like to get one shadow card just to look within, whether it's within ourselves or something we don't quite see. So what's in the shadows? All right, quick, thank you. And yeah, it makes sense to me that we do have more wand energy showing up in the shadows, my friends. We have the Six of Wands, which is generally a good card of victory. This is a good sign. So notice, so much fire in this week's reading, which can be positive for you, but it could also be a little bit volatile. So just know in this time, things might be a little volatile. But the Six of Wands, what can this represent in the shadows? This could be Spirit telling you to not to count your chickens before they hatch. Don't celebrate an outcome until the victory is in hand. This card can represent public recognition. So for some of you, there might be something within yourself that you feel like you haven't gotten full recognition for the work you've done or the things that you've contributed. Maybe you feel like someone owes you a kudos of some sort. If not, this can be a warning of ego in some sort of way. So maybe some of you deal with an individual or there's a person in your midst that is extremely egotistical and they always got to be on top. They always got to win. So there's several things coming up here in the shadows, but Spirit could be asking you to not be egotistical yourself. It really depends. Okay, so Pisces, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give the details of the August subscriber surprise. For the August subscriber surprise, I'll be picking 3 winners for 3 different tarot decks. It will be a winner's choice this month. So if you want the Gilded Tarot, it's your choice. If you want the Witches Tarot or anything under $40 US, 3 winners will be chosen. So if you'd like to get your name in for that, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments what you think is the best use for tarot. Speaking to spirit, shadow work, inner work, confusion, you'll be entered to win. And at the end of the month in August, I'll announce the winners in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love. I'll see you soon.